Well friends, big adventure this time. We are going to Alaska, leaving from Florida, so we gotta get everything buttoned up. We're dropping off the camper and our dog Walter at a friend's. He's gonna watch him while we're up there, so come along as I get things sorted and then we'll make our way off to the airport. Hi buddy. We're gonna miss you, buddy. So when we get back from Florida, we're not going to be at a campsite. We're gonna go to an overland rally. So we gotta fill up with water and dump the tanks now. Well, no more shark tooth hunting for a while. So I've done different TikTok shorts and stuff about this place, but over here in Wauchula, Florida, this is only 25 bucks a night. You get electric, you get water, and there's a dump station over there. This is a beautiful little pond with birds landing every night. It's been a really fun stay for us. First step to Alaska is complete. What do you think, Walter? Pretty much never do this, but we went ahead and parked up on blocks to tilt the tank to help even clear out more, because we're going to be gone for about 2 weeks, so I want it to be as clean as possible. Hi buddy. We're gonna miss you, Walter. We're gonna miss you. Now don't get grossed out, that's just gray water at this point, but I like those clear valves, those clear corners there. That way you can kind of see if it's coming out or not. Several years ago, before we had those, I dumped and we had coffee grounds in there before we realized we should make sure and not put coffee grounds down the drain, and they compacted and clogged the line. Well, I dumped, but I didn't realize it didn't dump, and we just kept putting more and more water in there, and that creates a bunch of problems. So I love these clear little dills there so you can see what's going on. All right, Walter, let's see. You got your food. Oops. You got your snacks. You got your bowls. You got your bed. What else do you need? Your leash.
Doesn't matter, we're taking them with us to Alaska.
Let's see. Where's the leash? Maybe the leash was in there. Oh, leash is in there.
Well, you want to come to Alaska with us?
So friends, we are settled over here. Check out this spot. This wouldn't be too bad of a campsite if we were just to come and hang out, you know, kind of dry camp. So this is where the camper's gonna be, and Walter's hanging out with our friends. One of my first orders of business is I'm taking these off. I haven't really been locking them. I have a lock, I might use, but we got them for 50 bucks. So I guess if someone steals them, they need them more than I do. I have all of our shark tooth tools, paddles and stuff down here. It's a safe place, so I can just kind of offload everything. And then everything inside of here, this is our entire business, is going to be coming out and going into the camper. That way the hoodlums don't break in and steal everything. Now that I don't have the kayaks on there, I was kind of worried about these things flipping off and going into the car behind me, but they're on there better than I thought. So I'm just going to add a couple more zip ties in the middle and we should be good to go. I sure like working on the back of this tailgate more than hanging off the side of the front. It's a lot easier. Well friends, I've lost somewhere around 45 to 50 pounds in the last 6 months, and it's eating stuff like this and counting calories. Ground beef, Hatch green chili, and cottage cheese with a Redmond Relight salt drink. This is all the electrolytes and everything. That's what's doing it for me. Some people say, you know, everyone has their own path, and I think that's definitely true, but I do think a lot of people eat more food than they think they do. For me, weight loss was all about measuring cups, tablespoons, making sure I'm counting but getting the right counts. And this is pretty lean ground beef, by the way. It's like 97.3 or something like that. It's pretty low fat but high in protein. Jolene has a Tahoe cookie for dessert. I'm having a square of this. Now don't hate it till you lose the taste buds for sugar. This actually becomes quite delicious. And to answer your question, yes, it does get annoying moving the camper on and off several times in one day. Okay, pull forward. Yep, if I gave that a nice kick, it would come right off, and plenty of room to cut this lock off. It's merely to keep the honest, as my dad will always say. So for us, we just kind of eyeball it in terms of level. We sleep with our heads at the front of the camper, so we like a little slope down. This is quite a grade coming down this way, so there's some optical illusions in there, but we get it right about 300 out of 365 days a year. Here in a few seconds in your time, this thing is going to be empty. Here we are, it's empty. I'm gonna leave these metal racks in here. A couple 2x4s. If people want those, I guess they can have them, but that was a lot of work. I may be paranoid, but I have a really good lock on this hitch. But with any luck, we are going to have to take this camper and truck all the way to Alaska. So I'm gonna remove the hitch and take away people's temptation. That just doesn't look right. That thing looks naked or something. We have not been with this truck without a hitch, so that is weird. It's actually pretty flush mount. I can't believe that. Well, it's finally warmed up here, so I got the generator on, running the AC. It's actually getting to be pretty old gas, so I kind of want to work through it anyways. I think that's about it. Let me take you guys inside and show you what a mess it is. So this bag here is going, that bag's going, that bag's going, that bag's going, my computer bag's going. Over here are hat boxes. Here's the dog. There's Jolene. Over here, guys, hat boxes, lights, booth. That whole back section of the camper is not usable, but I actually think that we have more usable space than I thought we would. We're gonna kick back, relax with the AC, put these bags out in the truck, and then just kind of take it easy till we leave tonight. Well, it's about 1:20 in the morning and we are getting out of here. So we're headed over to the airport right now. So we made it over to the airport. We're waiting to check in for Alaska Airlines to open up. Had a really great shuttle driver, and pretty soon we'll go through security. So we have resisted the temptation to go find our gate because we're starving. So we have a little Qdoba burrito here. We'll see if that does it for us, but I have a feeling I'm gonna be checking out some of the stuff over there as well. Well, as you can see, the first breakfast was not enough, so we got a little bit more potatoes, eggs, and turkey bacon. And Jolene had me get this bad sucker. So our flight was a little delayed and we are rushing to our next gate through Seattle, trying to get on our connecting flight to Anchorage. So we made our way out of Anchorage. This is a couple days later and we are down in the Kenai Peninsula in Kenai and Soldotna. We've been able to get out quite a bit. We're here for a bunch of reasons that we're not filming, but we did get out with some friends and their dog, did some hiking on a nice groomed trail. And then the next day we were able to hike up to an overlook where you can check out the Kenai River. Man, was that absolutely beautiful. Then we made our way over to Seward and got to go to the Sea Life Center and see the sea lions. Try to say that 5 times fast, but it was so amazing and we had such a fun time with our friends. Here we are back in the Anchorage airport. You can see this fella here. He is a world record Kodiak brown bear, and Jolene is packing away our checked luggages, making sure we don't have pocket knives or anything like that before we go through security. So up here in Anchorage, we got a couple hours before our flight, and then we're headed over to Portland, Oregon, and then off to Orlando, and then back over to the camper to see Walter after a week and a half or so. Finished up our first leg of the flight and we are in PDX, which is Portland. Spent a lot of time in this airport as we used to live here. I've already laid eyes on Moe's, our favorite spot on the Oregon coast. They have it here at the airport, so we're probably gonna go back there, but we're checking out what else is available. So I'm kind of thinking back to a couple weeks ago when we were in Orlando and the breakfast over there. Guys, let me just tell you, this is our favorite place on the coast. Got some clam chowder, got a little breakfast bowl. I am jazzed about this breakfast.
Welcome to Orlando. Local time here in the station is now 3:24 p.m.
So we made it back to Orlando. How's it feel?
It's warm.
Very warm. We can shed these, well, we can shed these coats pretty soon. Let's go see if our truck is there. Well, we are so happy to see the truck. Gonna get in, see if she starts. I know she will. And then make our way back to see Walter. So we got home and we're happy to see Walter, but the electricity turned off on our fridge, so everything is ruined and full of mold. So we're getting this out as quick as possible, and then we have to make a run to Walmart to replace everything. All right, guys. So this is a couple days later. No, 1 day later? I don't know. 2 days later. Got everything settled and we are back in our groove. The camper's looking really good. We got some steaks on the grill and life couldn't be better. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video as we went up to Alaska, got ready for Alaska. Got a bunch of good stuff coming out on the channel, so make sure, hang back, subscribe, stick around for more stuff like this. Until the next video, God bless, get up and go on.